What's going on, guys? This is Luxury Castillo. I'm going to be talking about traveling outside United States and cash. So, when we travel outside United States, we are limited to carry $10,000 per family per household. What that means is if you and your son, for example, live in the same household, same address, both of you combined, you guys can only carry $10,000 together. But if your son has his own house or he's living at his own place and has a different residence or different address, then you can carry maximum $10,000. Then he can also carry maximum $10,000 because you guys live in a different household or different address. So when you travel outside United States, you may not know this, but different countries or outside United States system, there's a lot of retailers outside United States that only accept cash. One primary reason is that they don't have Wi-Fi. So if they don't have Wi-Fi internet, your credit card is useless to them because they can't do any transaction. So they prefer cash. I'll give you an example. In the Philippines, maybe 50% of retailers there, they don't have Wi-Fi internet connection. So you hand them your credit card, you can't pay for your bill because they don't have internet. So they prefer cash or they only accept cash. So how do you carry cash if you need more than $10,000? Or how do you have cash and carry less than $10,000? Let's say you don't feel comfortable traveling to Philippines or any other countries other than United States. Let's say you're not comfortable carrying more than $5,000 because you don't want to. Let's say you're prone to losing the money, or you don't want to get robbed. So you only carry maybe $1,000. So if you need cash to do any transaction outside United States, so let me just use the Philippines as an example, so I don't have to keep saying different countries. So in the Philippines, if you don't want to carry $10,000, so let's say you only want to carry 1,000 with you. When you get to the Philippines, you're gonna need to withdraw some money when your $1,000 has been depleted. So you used it up, you paid gas with it, you paid the Uber or taxi or whatever. Let's say now you need more cash. So since you're in the Philippines, how do you get cash? If you don't have a bank account over there, then how are you gonna get cash? There is no Chase, there is no Wells Fargo, but I think there is one or two of Citibank. But if you're not located in Manila, then it's going to be really hard for you to access your money if you want to go through Citibank. So the best way, and probably the only way, not the only way, the best way is carry ATM cards. So I normally carry my ATM Citibank. I put a tape here so you guys can't see my information because I don't want anybody hacking my stuff or taking my money. So back then when I first was introduced back in 2016, I didn't know anything about traveling, so when I traveled to Philippines, I happened to carry my Citibank card, and I go to, a safe location where there's an ATM. Mostly there's a bank like BDO or China Bank, Metro Bank. Well, when you feel it's safe, like during the daytime, you can use your ATM card, and then using your same password that you use here in the United States, you can withdraw 10,000 pesos. So that's about $200. And then you use your ATM card again to withdraw another 10,000 pesos or $200. And I maxed out per day, I think 70,000 pesos. So that's a little bit less than, let me do the math, 200, 200, 200, 200. So about $800, something like that. So anyways, it wasn't close to 1,000 because it depends on the ATM machine. So some ATM machine will not allow you to withdraw. So you have to find another ATM machine, and then you try to withdraw 10,000 pesos, which is 200. So just, I want you to imagine this. The maximum you can take out is 10,000 pesos, and that's equivalent to $200. So maximum 10,000 pesos per transaction of your ATM card. You can go ahead and repeat, put your ATM card again in there, put in your PIN code, then you can get another $200. So the maximum that I got money out of the machine was about $800, and then after that it wouldn't give me any more money. I tried to get in a different ATM, it wouldn't let me. I don't know if it's my bank that's stopping that or is doing that, or the ATM machine won't allow it because it doesn't have any more money. This thing happens a lot when it's payday for the employees in the Philippines. I noticed that a lot. When it's payday for them, there's a long line behind the ATM card or ATM machine. A BDO, Bravo Delta Oscar, BDO ATM. And remember, this is not inside the bank. This is outside the bank. Outside the bank, but inside the mall. You will notice there's a long line. It'll wrap around, 20, 30 feet. That's payday. Or you could ask the locals, is it payday for you guys? So when it's payday, your international card or your Citibank is not going to be able to pull out money. Maybe the following day you can. But it's weird though, because some other cards that I use, it worked. But the Citibank though, for some reason, if it's payday, for them, it won't let me use it, or it won't give me any money. And then also your bank, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they limit your withdrawal when you're outside the United States. So since I don't really need more than $800 per day, because that's a lot of money already, I pull out no more than $400, or $400, that's 20,000 pesos. And then 24 hours later, if I need more money, then I'll use my Citibank card again and then withdraw some more. Now, one time I misplaced my Citibank card. Because I was so paranoid when I was new in the Philippines, traveling over there. I would try to hide it so nobody can find it. It got to a point where I couldn't find it. So how do I get money? So I kind of panic, because when I go out to a restaurant, most ask for cash, not credit card. So if it was a credit card based transaction, it would be fine. But I find it that they need cash. They want cash because they don't have internet. So I couldn't find a Citibank. I have to drive around and look for restaurants that accept credit card. So that took a lot, or took a lot of my time, especially if you're out and about, especially if you're in a date, whatever. It kind of kills the romance. You know what I mean? So when I came back to the U.S., I started opening more what do you call this, bank account. So the plan was, so if I lose my Citibank account or Citibank card, I would just go on my phone and then I'll transfer money to another bank, like say Bank of America. And then from since I have the ATM for Bank of America, then I can withdraw from here. So that was a smart idea. So with the two cards, the Citibank and the Bank of America, I feel more comfortable. So if I lose my main one, it's all good because I could just get on my phone, transfer the funds, and wait a day or two, then use the other ATM card. So ATM cards is the only way to get cash. Well, so I'm sorry, the easiest way to get cash. And then I started getting more creative. So I opened up Foothills Bank, Wells Fargo, Chase, PenFed, U.S. Bank, and another Bank of America. Because Bank of America gave me $200 credit for opening another one. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8. I got eight ATM cards, guys. 8 ATM cards. 8 of them. So if I lose one, I'll just get on a computer or my cell phone, transfer to the other cards, so I could use this at ATM and then withdraw my money. So I got a bunch of backups, right? So I'm okay now. I'm not gonna be stuck in the Philippines with no cash. So I got all of these planned out. So I carry these with me, but I only carry one with me when I go out. And if I do lose that one, then I just go back home to the hotel or wherever I'm staying and then get my other ATM cards. The drawback with these having multiple ATM cards is that they're checking accounts. So each card, you gotta have minimum $1,500 or $1,500. The reason why I'm saying it that way is because in the Philippines, when I said $1,500, they looked at me like I was saying some numbers that they never heard of. So 1,500 is 1,005. So each one is 1,005. That's the drawback. So you got 8 different ATM cards. Each one must carry 1,005. So that's kind of costly. Now you're putting money away, but you can't touch it. And if you fall below 1,500, they start charging you $12, $18, $20 or $25 bank fees. So that's the drawback. So, but then again, you get this peace of mind when you travel outside the United States. You have all these ATM cards. I guess it's also useful too if you are in the United States going from Nevada to Florida and you lost one of your card, you can also transfer to another card. Um, I guess that would be useful too. But the only thing is, see, in the U.S. it's kind of easy to get another card. They'll just FedEx another one for you. But if you have 8 ATM cards, it's more convenient. But at the same time, you know, you're somebody's holding the $1,500. Excuse me. Somebody's holding the $1,500 each card on your behalf. So you can't go below 1,500. You go below 1,500, you're gonna get charged. So what I like to do is keep $2,500 on each card. Well, except for my main card, I have more money in there. So the other 7 cards, I keep about 2,500. So if I can't transfer, because when you do a transfer from one bank to another, it takes about a day or two. So there's a little bit of delay there. But if you have them with a balance of 2005, you know you can get $1,000 right away, right off the bat, without transferring from each card. So it just um, basically it's convenient, but at the same time, you gotta have some money. You gotta have to save up. But then again, this thing works for me. Another way of getting money, if you're in the Philippines and you're stuck, and let's say you lost all 8 cards. Now you're like, oh damn, I need money, because you know, let's say you wanna take out this girl, and she's the most beautiful girl, and then you're telling yourself, this is the one that's gonna make me happy. All 8.5 billion people in the world, this one is gonna make me happy. I want to marry her. All right, let's say you're in that situation. You don't have cash. Well, no money, no honey. That's the way the world works. You can't take out a girl with no money. What are you guys gonna do? Like cook some eggs, scramble some eggs? No, man. You're in the Philippines. This woman is in poverty. Well, not all, but the majority or many are in poverty. Because I can't say all in poverty. I would say many are in poverty. If you're talking to this gal, you got no cash, your credit card doesn't work because the restaurant don't accept credit cards. So how you guys gonna have that nice evening and chat and talk about, you know, your plans with her? You can't, right? You're pretty much screwed. So the only way for you to get cash is you call up somebody from America or from wherever, you know, whoever has some money that you can borrow. Then they can send you the money. What do you call this? They can go to a Filipino. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank now because I haven't sent money since 2016. So I used to go to this market called Seafood City on Amar and Azusa. I would remit or remit. Is it remit or remit? Or remit some money to I give them cash, and then they send it to a bank account in the Philippines. So you get a bank account in the Philippines, and or you get the code, the remittance code, and then you go to a remittance place, and they'll give you the cash. You give them your ID or your password, and then they know it's you. Then they give you cash. So that's another way of getting cash. You call it your buddy. It's going to be difficult for you to call your daughter or your son, because they, you know what, they're going to ask, like, why dad? Why do you need money? Oh, because I met this chick and she's hot and she's hotter than your mom. And then, oh, can you send me $800, son? They're not gonna send you money. Your son's gonna say, fuck that. I don't want him to stepmom. I want him to get back with my mom. So, you know what? We need to drink gin and juice, guys. So anyway, so asking, the moral of the story is asking people, I don't care who it is going to be asking people money from US or another country to send you some money. There might be some roadblocks. See, you love this girl named Leticia. She works at Shoemart, and she only has one kid. Now, that's what she says. And then she's no longer with her husband, but they're not divorced because there's not divorce in the Philippines. But you know what, guys? I think it's already passed. The divorce has already been passed. They're gonna make it a law, so that problem will be in the past. So anyway, so you're so in love with her, but you don't have money. So you're in a conundrum. You don't want to be in that situation. So invest, save up some money, get a bunch of ATM cards. So there's no roadblocks. So when you find the dream girl, your soulmate, a soulmate with one or two kids, and you want to be the best stepfather you can be, well, you got 8 or more ATM cards, then you don't have a problem, man. You know, you're going to win her over. So get these ATM cards. The last resort, get remittance from your kids, your relatives, your brother or sister, or whatever, whoever you can get money from. And that would be your backup plan, but it's better to have these. The backup plan is going to ruin your romantic evening. Especially if you're going to go to a romantic baboy in the Philippines. Romantic baboy in the Philippines, I'm telling you that the roasted pig there, man, it's good. I mean, I overeat, I get all fat and stuff. But anyway, so based on my experience traveling outside United States, ATM is my friend. I got 8 of them. What else can you do? Well, you can carry $10,000 cash. You can do that too. I do that too. But you got to be careful. You can't be like, limping with one leg, walking like a pimp. They might, pick you out and think that you have money. So you got to be careful. So you got to lay low. Anyway, so guys, I hope this information, this video is helpful, especially if you're traveling outside United States. ATM is your friend. That's how you get your cash. And don't forget to bring credit cards, right? And also, let me remind you guys, in the Philippines, the T-Mobile cell phone, it works there. You get 2G, no more than 3G right now. But it's enough to make a phone call, and it's enough to surf the web. And it's kind of enough also to, get in your internet and then transfer funds. And also use it for Google. Yeah. So hopefully they can, improve on the cell sites over there and at least, be a 4G. But anyway, so if you have a T-Mobile, it's free. You don't have to pay anything. If you got AT&T, Verizon, or any other type of cell provider, you're gonna have to pay. I think it's $30 a month, something like that. But you get fast internet. Yeah, so that's how it works. Now, for the advanced people that travel to the Philippines, if you can get an address there and your local wife, girlfriend, whatever you want to call your significant other over there, you can open up a local bank over there. Use their address and get your local ID, and then you can open up a bank account. If you don't have no address or local ID in the Philippines, just you can go to any bank and they will definitely deny your request to get a bank account. They won't give it to you. It don't matter if you say you're from a rich country. It don't matter, because what they need is an address in the Philippines, an address with your local ID. When you to get a local ID, just talk to the locals there. I mean, because you're over there because you're looking for your significant soulmate, right? She'll know, or he'll know, or she'll know how to get your local ID. So I have a bank in the Philippines, and I use that as a backup, like backup of the backup. So I got some funds there, not a whole lot though. So it's a backup. Okay, so this is credit cards primary, secondary is ATM to get cash. The remittance, I don't even know who can give me money. So my backup, the third backup would be the local BDO bank or BDO Metro Bank, all the local banks over there. That should cover it. So let me just summarize it. You get your cash that you can bring to the Philippines. You got your credit card. You got your ATM cards so you can get more cash. And then you got your local bank, store some money in there. And the very, very last thing is getting remittance from your relative or friends from the U.S. or Canada. That's that never happened to me, but I'm glad because I come prepared, Because when you see your soulmate, you don't get a second chance. When you see her, and you say, out of all 8.5 billion people, that's the one that's gonna do it for me. And I'm gonna get married, and I'm gonna have a good life. If that's your situation, then you better have cash, because no money, no honey. This is the law in the whole world, because there's no way a chick is gonna go for you just because you're nice. They're in poverty. Why would they want to be with you? They could go with Joselito, or Pedro in the Philippines, who doesn't even have anything. If you guys are both equal, don't have money, then she would probably prefer to be with the local because they speak the same language or dialect. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So if you're there, you're looking for your soulmate, then you gotta bring some money. All right, guys. So if you like this video and you got some comments, drop me some comments. And you got any questions, put them in the comments section. And if you think this will help somebody else, please share it. Please share it. I just want this channel to just keep growing, because I'm trying to give you guys real-time experience. I'm from the US, which you can relate to me. I go to the Philippines a lot, so I can defer you to certain things of what to do, what not to do. So I'm your real guy who can give you the real guide, the real experience information. So there you go, guys. So thank you so much for watching the video. Keep on watching, keep on liking, keep on commenting if you got something to say. Thank you very much, guys.